Hello, I'm Susan Scoggins. I'm a Houston Area Parkinson's Society speech language pathologist. I do YouTube videos for them, and I also have a class on Thursdays at 10:30 to 11:30. And this is another Speech with Susan YouTube video for the month of July. Welcome. What we do is we work on exercises for breath control, breath support, voice, strength of voice, swallowing, and we do a little cognitive exercise at the end. So let's get started. So first thing we do is we do an ah sound and we hold for 20 seconds. And the purpose of this is to increase breath support. If you can hold it longer, fantastic. So what we're gonna do, I'll do it one time for 20 seconds and then stop the video and do it about 4 or 5 more times. All right, here we go. Let's take a big, deep breath. Great. Boy, my voice was wavering a little bit. Okay, stop the video or pause it, and let's do it about 4 or 5 more times. Welcome back. Let's do it high-pitched E sound. And the purpose of this is to get that larynx where it moves up and down. We want that range of motion with the larynx, and it's needed for swallowing, and it's needed for the inflections in our voice, the higher pitch that we need to have. So let's try it. We're going to do it about 5 times. We're going to hold it for 3 to 5 seconds. Here we go. Again. 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 One more time. Great. Next on the list is for swallowing, and this is called the Masako, and it's where you stick your tongue out between your teeth and your lips and you swallow. Not easy to do if it's your first time, but as you do more of them, it's easier. I've done them thousands and thousands of times. So you stick your tongue out and you swallow. Makes that posterior pharyngeal wall move towards the base of the tongue because the tongue is further away from it. And so it helps with the increase of the valving and the muscle integrity of that peristaltic motion of that muscle of the posterior pharyngeal wall. Good. So do that about 5 times. You may need to stop the video. And then now what we'll do is we'll do what's called the Mendelssohn. The Mendelssohn is where you're stopping in the middle of the swallow. You're doing a normal swallow, but you stop in the middle of it and you're holding your breath. And what's happening is when you swallow, normally when you swallow, the superior laryngeal muscles pull that larynx up, the epiglottis flips over, covers the airway. So if this is the larynx, and here's the epiglottis, goes up and towards and flips over and covers the airway so you don't aspirate. And you're holding it there, which is the highest point of your swallow. So when you swallow, your throat goes up and goes down, but you're stopping in the middle of it and you're holding your breath. You've got that epiglottis flipped over, you got that muscle, the superior laryngeal muscles working that larynx up and a little bit anterior. So it'll look like this. I'm gonna take my glasses off because there's a little bit of strain in my face that you can see because I'm holding my breath. And then I release. So I hold it for about 3 to 5 seconds. And so stop the video or pause it and do it about 3 or 4 more times. Now what's difficult is doing a dry swallow. So what you might need to do is take a sip of water, swallow normally, then you have some residuals in your mouth that you can do another swallow. So that might help. All right, and then after you have done that 4 or 5 times, let's talk about the shakur. Shakur is an exercise, all these are named after laryngologists. The shakur is an exercise where you lay on a firm bed or carpet floor, nice straight line, laying flat. Then you just lift your head up and you look at your toes. Not very easy to do. I can't do it. You hold it for 60 seconds. Very difficult to do, but you try to work up to that. And that exercise helps work the muscles that are supporting the swallowing and breathing and voice, and it also increases the strength of the muscles. So try to do that on another time. You could do it now by pausing the video and seeing if you can do that. Otherwise, just do that when you think about it. But there's 3 exercises: the Sacco, that's where you're sticking your tongue out; Mendelssohn, where you're stopping in the middle of the swallow; and the Shakur, where you're lifting just your head up, looking at your toes. Okay, next exercise I'm going to describe for you because in the constraints of time, it takes about 2 minutes to do. But this exercise is where you pucker your lips and you hold for 60 seconds with the last 10 seconds pulling tighter, because as the time goes on, the exercise, you're kind of releasing the muscles just a little bit. So what you want to do is pucker and then hold in the last 10 seconds, pucker tighter, pull tighter. And then right after 60 seconds, switch to a smile, keeping your lips sealed. Very important to keep the lips sealed. And hold that for 60 seconds with the last 10 seconds pulling tighter. And the purpose of this exercise is, as we age, normally, we kind of start humping over, just kind of getting a little bit of a curve, a forward curve looking. And so we swallow about 1,000 times a day, and we produce about 600 milliliters of saliva. So if we don't swallow enough, and we kind of reduce our swallowing, and if we don't have that integrity of our mouth with that labial seal, we'll start drooling. So this is to prevent or stave off drooling, doing that exercise with the pucker smile. Okay, next exercise is cervical exercises, and this kind of works the muscles of the neck that are supportive of the interior muscles, the smaller muscles that are used for swallowing and respiration and voice. So we want to turn our chin to our right shoulder, drop our left, and we're going to hold for 20 seconds or close to it. And you want to feel a stretch on the left side of the neck. Feel the contractions, the sensation of the right side contracting. Okay, chin to the left shoulder, drop your right. Okay, right ear to right shoulder, drop your left, pull it back, chin up to 2 o'clock position. And you should feel a good stretch from your chin all the way down to that left shoulder, which is pulled back. Okay, left ear to left shoulder, drop your right, pull it back, chin at 10 o'clock position. And it's a good stretch from your chin all the way down through the right shoulder with the right shoulder pulled back. You should feel it all the way to the corner of the end of the shoulder there. All right, last one is just chin to chest. And you just drop your chin, feeling that stretch on either side of the neck. Great, last one is breath support exercise. This one, we're inhaling through the nose for a count of 3, exhaling through the nose for a count of 8. So I'll count and you just do, keep your lips sealed, don't show teeth, just inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. All right, let's try some exercises here. This is, it's called Double Trouble. And what I'm gonna do is you need to find the one word from the list that I give you that makes a common two-word phrase or compound word. So if I said honey, polar, the one word that completes honey, okay, sorry. I'm kind of trying to read it from the directions, but I'm going to give you 3 words. And there is one word that can follow each one of these words. And it's, so for instance, if I say ghost type copy, you'd say writer, ghost writer, type writer, and copywriter. Okay? So maybe that's a little easier if I just gave you a better example than what they did. Okay. All right, let's do book, haul, and trade. What word follows those? Begins with an M. Mark. Very good. Bad, pot, and tough. This one begins with an L. Luck. Bad luck, pot luck, and tough luck. Let's do spot, head, sky. Begins with an L. I bet you said light. Spotlight, headlight, skylight. Let's do sun, wall, and wild. This begins with an F. I bet you said flower, sunflower, wallflower, and wildflower. Here we go. Let's do this one. Pit, rain, and water. Begins with an F. I bet you said fall. Pitfall, rainfall, and waterfall. Here's the next one. Private, shut, evil. It's part of the body. Begins with an E. I bet you said eye. Private eye, shut eye, and evil eye. Cold, lame, sitting. Pardon me. Begins with a D. Cold duck, lame duck, and sitting duck. All right, let's do another one. Ice, lock, mail. Begins with a B. Ice box, lock box, and mailbox. Good. Last one. Wish, back, herring. Begins with a B. Bone, wishbone, backbone, herringbone. Great. Well, thank you for joining me in this class, Speech with Susan. It's a YouTube video that hapsonline produces. I teach a class on Thursdays from 10:30 to 11:30. Would love for you to join me. There's also a bunch of other classes that are online or in person through the Houston Area Parkinson's Society. There's other speech classes. There's physical therapy, occupational therapy, Tai Chi. I think they have, I know they have boxing. I think you meet in person with boxing. Not real sure. But anyway, they have great resources for caregivers and family members, and they should have lots that can help you. That if you're dealing with Parkinson's, or if you know a family member that's dealing with Parkinson's, or you are a caregiver for Parkinson's, look them up. Very good organization. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you on the next YouTube video in August, I think.